Huh? Any questions or no?
Miami, Florida. Does ghusl have to be done in the prophetic order to be valid? If one takes a shower, washes his nose, and mouth with alcohol to the order of the prophet, is it valid?
Question from Miami with regards to making ghusl in a specific order and the prophetic way, the details. Is it valid to just wash your whole body and put water in your mouth and your nose, etc.? Yes, that's valid as long as you have the intention. And we've explained this in classes and lessons on the channel. Yes, it's valid, inshallah ta'ala. Wallahu alam.
Initials AB, London, UK. Is the turban hijab an innovation?
Is the what?
The turban hijab,
The questions from where?
London, UK.
Question comes from London with regards to is the turban hijab an innovation? It's very important, brothers and sisters, for us to understand what is and what isn't innovation. Innovation is something that you do or say or believe in which you believe that you're getting closer to Allah therewith. It's done with the intention of you getting closer to Allah faster and quicker. And alhamdulillah, we've coined the term before, spiritual steroids. Spiritual steroids. Alhamdulillah, I take pride in this, coining that term. I've never heard anyone use it before. And Allah knows best. I feel that it's very accurate and it simplifies things tremendously. What's the purpose of taking a steroid? With regards to sports and bodybuilding, not talking about medical reasons, you take it to get bigger faster, to get stronger faster, to enhance and to multiply your workout and your regimen. And it looks better, it's bigger, it's flashier, etc. So spiritual steroids is for you to think or feel, or the one who's made the innovation, that the Prophet's sunnah isn't enough for me. It's beautiful, it's good. Indeed, in the Messenger of Allah, you have a good example, but it's not. I need something better. We're sinners. I need something, a boost. So therefore, I'm going to make something. I want to do something. I want to create something that's going to get me to Allah quicker and faster. Skyrocket me. Steroiding my worship. So therefore, instead of doing it 3 times, let me do it 10 times. Well, how can that? So a bid'ah is something that was not practiced by the Prophet. It was not understood by the companions at all. They didn't do it at all. They didn't practice it as a whole, as a multitude, something which is unknown. And you come along, or you follow someone who came along and just made it up. Whether it's a pure bid'ah, bid'atun haqiqiyah, or whether it is an addition to the sunnah, bid'ah idafiyah. The Prophet prayed this 3 times, but now you do it 5 times or 10 times. So that's what a bid'ah is. So are Muslim women wearing hijab? Is hijab made up, or does it have an asl? And why are they wearing a turban hijab? What's meant by that? Do they think this is getting them closer to Allah faster and quicker? No. They either think and feel that this is a hijab in 2019. We live in UK. We live among non-Muslims. There isn't Aisha or Salama walking around anymore. It's the modern world. So I can just, cover my hair. Or they believe that they're sinful and it's not right, but at least it's something. But I don't think there's a sister, and Allah knows best, in the UK or any part of the world who feels that she's getting closer to Allah faster and quicker with less hijab. They're going to think that this is enough, it's sufficient. We don't have to cover up 100% all black. We don't have to dress like that, wear a burqa. All right? We don't have to dress like women in the Taliban regime. They may say that. Or they may say, I know that I'm wrong. I know it needs to be more, but this is at least what? Sufficient. Or, may Allah forgive me, this is the best that I can do at this moment. I need this job. But I don't think there's a sister in her right mind who thinks that that's better and closer to piety and getting you what? Turbo boost to Allah, which is the definition of bid'ah. So a sister wearing a turban hijab being a sin, no problem. That being incorrect, no problem. That being a laughing stock, unfortunately, with regards to the hijab that Allah commanded you to wear, different story. But it's not necessarily a what? Bid'ah. And our lives will be better as Muslims the moment that we properly understand the word and the term bid'ah. and what it means according to the ulama of al-Islam of the past, the earlier generations, how they understood it and practiced the sunnah, and how they practice avoiding the bid'ah. And there's a great deal of confusion with regards to innovation and the people of innovations, as we said before. And only Allah knows the corruption that the people have made. And when it is said to them, La tufsidu fil ard, do not make problems, do not spread corruption, don't make havoc in the land. Qalu, they say, we're only peacemakers. These people have spread confusion. If they've misled Allah alam how many souls with their immature strategy and their amateuristic strategy and their lack of proper understanding of the Lugha al-Arabiyyah and a lack of proper understanding of the kalam of the ulama and their selective picking and choosing from the speech of the ulama and they're abandoning the earlier ulama and just sticking with the later ulama, and the list goes on. Fanaticism, let alone following some sheikh that's wrong and that is strayed from the path and is making up his own stuff and his own desires, and the list goes on. They've caused corruption in the land. And unfortunately, they placed a black eye on the way of the Salaf and the way of Ahlul Hadith. However, no matter how hard they try to extinguish the light of Allah, Allah will allow it to continue to burn, and it'll be bright and brilliant no matter what. Wallahu alam.
AB book in New York article. What are some permissible monetary forms of investments that Muslims can engage in 2019?
Repeat the question again, please.
AB book in New York article of the week. What are some permissible monetary forms of investments that Muslims can engage in 2019?
Question is from Brooklyn with regards to what are some forms of halal investment, investing your wealth that a Muslim can engage in. The question, I understand what's meant by the question, but the best way to answer this question is the Prophet's way. When he was asked, what does the pilgrim wear? The Prophet answered what the pilgrim is not to wear. The Prophet answered what the pilgrim is not to wear, proving that the haram things are limited. The unlawful transactions are what? Limited. And if it does not fall under one of those haram things, then you can do whatever you wish to do. So buying, selling, investing, trading, giving someone capital, being a partner with someone, investing in real estate, as long as it's not included under the specific prohibited things. There's so much to do. The concept of stocks, and the list goes on. If it's not specifically mentioned to be riba, selling something that you don't own, selling something which is unlawful, etc., then it's permissible to invest your money therein. Wallahu alam.
This was FA Houston, Texas. Assalamu alaikum, Sensei. I am doing a class for the youth called Understanding Islam. Any advice?
Question is from Houston. With regards to someone doing a class or preparing a class for the youth called Understanding Islam, any advice? May Allah bless you and reward you well. My advice would be to make sure that you have sincere intentions and to make sure that you don't overcomplicate things. Talk to them like you wish to be talked to. Speak to them how you want to be spoken to. Sit down and talk with them. Many people today are so far from the basic teachings of Islam. They're so far from the basic fundamentals of Islam. They're so far away from the concept of an empty cup. They have so much information and culture and nonsense, and excuse my words and my French, crap, that has fallen on their plate. And it's called Islam. And it has nothing to do with Islam. Culture from back home, the country from which you migrated, 2019 politics, this president, this sheikh, who's now retracting every single thing that he said 20 years ago. Oh, that's the hard version of Islam. I was misled. I was only such and such age old. I've read thousands of books since then. I recant all of that. I'm not on the hard line of Islam. So much stuff. Feminism, chauvinism, so much nonsense. And sometimes you have to mention the word, I'm sorry, crap, in which the people have put into the concept of what Islam is, and understanding, theory, and in practice and application. So people are so far from the pure organic way. They've been eating GMO for such a long time, and they become addicted to it. So oftentimes, just basic, simple things, step by step, piece by piece, not too much. You can't have breakneck speed. You can't change them too quick, too fast. Talk to them, gain their trust, gain their love, gain their respect, and spoon feed them piece by piece. And very important piece of advice is to keep it real. Don't be fake. Be honest. Talk with them and tell them the truth, but in progressive steps. and just simplify things, make things easy. They don't need an Ibn al-Qayyim, Ibn Taymiyyah type of lecture all of the time. Simple, basic conversation with them, discuss with them, and get them, inshallah ta'ala, to trust you and to respect you and to love you. And then they'll come back to you and they'll ask you things. Take it easy, take it simple, take it slow, inshallah ta'ala. And talk about, last but not least, talk about with them something that you yourself enjoy. Something that you enjoy yourself. Wallahu alam. Sallallahu sallam wa barak ala abdihi wa rasulihi nabiyina wa imamina Muhammad.